Hello, welcome back to episode 4 of the build. Really hoping you like what you're seeing so far. There's more to come, so sit back and relax. So guys, the drawer that I'm using, as you can see, was repurposed out of a tower of 3 drawers. They were going to be thrown away, so I thought, instead of buying more wood, we can try and repurpose these down, and they've actually worked an absolute treat. very, very happy with the way they've turned out, and they've cleaned up quite well. They've been sat in the shed for, bloody hell, 6 months, so yeah, they've turned out really, really well. So we're just beefing up the bed frame at the moment with the world's longest nails. They've worked quite well, actually. To be fair, I'm glad I didn't use the smaller ones, because these did work a treat for what I wanted them to do. As you can tell, I'm only putting nails in certain parts of the bed. All I wanted to do was really reinforce the parts where the most weight are, is at the top and sort of the middle where my hips are. Right, so one of the ideas that I had that I showed you on the last video was to use some black bin liners over the top of the foil window blinds, which look very good, but at the back, as you can see, it's not the neatest. I was using staples, but they're not the best, they just keep coming out. So what I did was bought some of this, it's like gaffer tape, you know, like the cloth one. So I'm going to use that to see whether I can neaten up the edges, and we'll see what it looks like. And there we go, finished products at the back. Still doesn't look the neatest, but it looks damn sight better than what it does before. So as you can probably tell, compare the both. Looks a lot better, well I think it does anyway. Certainly sets it off a treat. we go, another one. This looks a hell of a lot neater. Right, so again, what we did with the 2/4 window blinds, we're going to do with the rest now. So we're going to cover them, the outside. So again, they just look black when you look at the car. You can't see, you know, the aluminum if you're American, the aluminium foil if you're British. Again, ultimately, this build is literally just about saving money. You know, we could have gone down the route of tinting the windows and stuff like that, but it's just so expensive that this is feasibly the best solution, cost effectiveness and that. So eventually we might change it to like a fabric material a bit further down the line, but again, just for more cost effectiveness. Again, not the neatest, but it works. I'm sorry if I'm not picking all this up as well. It's the downside of working with a phone, you can't see what you're recording. So, I do apologise. The only trouble with this tape, it's so sticky, you make one mistake and it sticks to itself. the back window. I'm hoping you can see it, and that's the inside. It just looks a lot neater with the tape rather than doing it with staples. You get all the jagged edges. I know it's not the neatest, but you know, it's homemade. It will do. It will do the job basically, and that's what we want. Always clean up as you go along. Again, tidy up as you go along. One thing I am praying is that I haven't actually checked any of the footage of what we're doing now. So I am really hoping that you have caught everything I've done and you're not just watching my hands go into thin air or just a pair of hands. Because I've been pretty gutted actually. Again, I suppose that's where it comes into, and it's quite hard when you're filming it on your own, especially off a phone, because you know you haven't got that screen to see whether you're actually picking everything up that you want to pick up. So this has all been a massive learning experience for me. So I've never edited out in my life, I've never filmed out in my life. So yeah, massive learning curve, and every video we're learning. So I promise they're not all going to be this bad. They will get better eventually. But yeah, so I do apologise for that one. Again, another one. So on the backs of these, and I have done this one the wrong way around. Oh darn. Have I? Yes I have. Well, we're just going to have to see if it fits. So what I was going to say is, you may be wondering why I've left this sort of blank, and you know, as was. So the thinking was that, you know, with a car camper we're going to be limited on power, so we're going to be working with low volt lights. I can't get my words out today. So these were going to act as little mirrors basically to reflect the light back into the vehicle. Obviously we just put them all as black. The black would absorb the light, and you know, it just wouldn't be that bright. So the thinking was to keep it as was, you know, so it reflects some of the light back, and you know, potentially even reflects some of the heat back, because that's the biggest heat loss in a car, is, well, like any house, any car, any van, is the window. So you know, with it being exposed, reflect the light back and potentially reflect a little bit of heat back as well. And that's what she looks like now. Absolutely brilliant, you can't really tell. So that's all we've got time for on this episode. Next week, tune in. We're going to have something great for you. I'm not going to leave any spoilers. You're just going to have to watch the next one. Take care. See you for now. Thanks for watching.